All right, let's talk about it. Just a moment. Let's talk about it. Now, let's talk about it. Sorry, I had to turn something off here. I'm in a conference. Listen. Yes, you saw the title. So for all of you, I want to say something to you. This is the number 2 that I didn't get to say. First of all, I'm not a feminist. Second of all, I'm not dealing with any sexism in myself. I'm a woman with a messed up finger right now. So best believe we have flaws. Women have flaws. Men have flaws. We actually have flaws. Whoa! We have flaws, everyone. We have flaws. We do. But constantly growing is the point. So I want to talk about this real quickly. I'm going to actually make this under 5 minutes. I'm going to say it. That's that. So all men that have visited my channel on one video, for every single one of you who have spoke ignorant, who have not really listened to the video, please go back and re-listen, because you will never scare someone like myself. You will never intimidate someone like myself, not because I'm trying to be a feminist, as that Me Too movement, any of that. I'm not in any of that. I need you to listen. There was a gentleman that said a message about providers, not a lover, but providers, that we want resources. Provider in the holy word meant husband, provider. Even if a woman was a concubine, he made sure she had what she needed as well for her children. Now, that's something a little bit off topic, but we went there, so let's go there. Secondly, the one who says I don't know how to formulate words. I'm not here to defend myself. This is a woman's channel. So if men want to come and listen, and they want to be grown boys, but not men that respect themselves enough to just listen to a video and not assume that as a donkey, an ass in the holy word, that's a man making an ass out of himself. I have no problem with men. I have no problem with women. I'm talking about men and women, our places, who we are, the best of our lives. For myself, so I'm going to explain this real quickly. This is not to defend myself. This is to explain something. Please don't get me mixed up with women in witchcraft or women who are manipulating men just for their money, gold digging, sugar baby, sugar daddy, whatever. I understand what that is. Now, at some point, a woman may look like a sugar baby, wanting a sugar daddy. Why? Because she is what? Giving of her time. It's like selling herself, right? In exchange for resources, you're saying, or money. No, if someone buys you a gift, that's a gift. If a man buys a gift, that's a gift. If he takes you to dinner, that's dinner. That's communicating. That's getting to know someone. That does not mean exclusively you are with him, because I'm not going to just say I want to go sleep with every person that I go to dinner with. That's called courting and dating. Courting is to get to know one person. Dating, you're seeing what's out there. You're seeing who they are, what they're about. So when you go and you meet up with them, you're learning about them. You're seeing if that's somebody you want to go see again, right? I do not have a problem in that area. You all may not have a problem in that area, but if you're looking for something short-term, and there is a woman looking for a healthy, feminine, in herself, giving to a man who is a king, an actual relationship, she wants to actually communicate, have a good, healthy relationship, and she brings purpose into that relationship, and he brings purpose into that relationship, and they're both living their purpose. Yeah, allergies out of control, even though I'm going to make this video. It's end of the year. This is what it is. So going on 4 minutes and 22 seconds. I'm going to hurry up and do that, which again, that's an interesting number as well. I had said, watch the rest of my videos after that so you understand where I'm coming from. If you are a lady, a woman, a queen with light in you, you are going to rise up and be here on this time, on this land, this earth, for the reasons you need to be here, to touch the lives you need to be a gift, to be an inspiration, to bring something. And it doesn't just mean bringing something to a table with a man. It means bringing something in children's lives, lives, in families' lives, in your life, your goals, your hobbies, your joys, your creativity, your inspiration, having something to say, giving a word. Okay, so that's formulating a sentence. So I'm breaking it down into a synonym for most of you. I'm breaking that down sometimes into a simile, an oxymoron, a metaphor, just so you can understand. So when I bring in biblical thoughts, it's because that's what I see. I've been a sinner. I've not been perfect in my life, but I know what I'm here for and I know what I'm looking for. This is my opinion, my channel, my thoughts, no matter what word is in here. Someone may say, oh, you say the word sexist in here. You say feminism. You say men, women. I'm going to say all that in this title. Be prepared. That's what the title says. So each and every individual needs to be responsible for the life they live. Whatever has happened, you can mend that. Those bruises that have happened to you, you can mend that. So please take a look at my video before this about men and women hitting the wall and what that means, what a woman is, what a man is, what connection means, what real compatibility means, what communication means, all of it. It's all intertwined. It all goes together. Okay, it all means something. In order to have a healthy relationship, you have to nurture that relationship. And if you're not trying to have a successful friendship that can turn into a relationship, and if all you want to do is get on YouTube and say someone looks old, or say someone's skin looks a certain way, or she's whorish or whatever, that's only your thoughts, right? You're not there with her day in and day out when she goes out. Now, there's always going to be a bad apple, whether it's a male or female. Always. The point is to be the best of you. Ladies, message to you. This is a channel for you, so I'm going to get back to the health and back to the inspiration of writing and everything for you guys. But men, if you're looking and you're a grown boy, you're not a man, because a man is respectable. He doesn't take any sort of negativity into his own heart, and he also does not think that I'm just speaking to him if he's a king. So if you're a king, you're not on this channel commenting on that video about unhealthy thoughts. You're just not. But if you're someone who's reckless, violent, disrespectful, can't respect yourself, cannot have a healthy relationship, you're not looking for marriage, that's fine. You don't have to be married. There's nothing wrong with not being married, and there's nothing wrong for a woman to not be married. The point is to live your best lifestyle, the best of you, everything you have in you, to be the best of you, okay? To give the best to your life. The older you get, you're supposed to get seasoned and more nurtured. And that's what I was saying about tribes and real ancestry, because you know what? Back in that time should be the same now as live your legacy, okay? Give your gifts. What kind of fruits do you have? What do you bear from your tree? What kind of tree are you growing here? What is your vessel? Is it of darkness and just disgust and bitterness for women? Is it a woman who's just trying to take from a man and not see that he builds his legacy by actually not so much building with him, but caring that he lives the best of who he is? And that may mean you in the life. It may also not mean it. Just be honest about it. What is it that particular person is searching for and what they're looking for? If you don't have that in you, then you're probably on the wrong video, because this is for people who really want to live the best life. We all go through hills and valleys, peaks, downhill. It's just like, for instance, this mineral water right here. I love mineral water. Sometimes it's more spendy. I won't always drink mineral water on a daily basis. Sometimes my body needs it. That doesn't mean that I'm not of the spring, of the wonderful spring of mineral water, of healthy water, or alkaline water. Okay? You may drink some tap water in a restaurant. That doesn't mean that's who you are. It doesn't mean you're cheap. It doesn't mean that's you are. It just may be that at that time, that's what you're going through. So even if I have something to take care of, I'm not going to go just find a man to do it for me. This is my example, just like the mineral water. I'm not going to go find the best man to take care of all my problems. I'm going to deal with my problems. I'm going to deal with my finances. I'm going to deal with my life, any debt, anything on my own. But if I'm going to live with a man, the opposite sex, that I'm intimate with, it is my husband, someone that I commit to. It's going to be a commitment. Now, things happen. Sometimes people do have one-night stands. Sometimes they mess up. They do things, they sleep with someone they shouldn't have. They shouldn't even have gotten involved. They were toxic. Maybe they were narcissistic. Maybe they were bipolar, who knows? They've got things going on, okay? You try to understand what somebody's going through. But just like this mineral water, listen, men who say I cannot formulate sentences, really listen to how I break things down on a different level than you're used to, or used to dealing with women of that nature. Just like the mineral water is the same thing with the relationship. If you don't nurture it, if you do not say, hey, I want to be short term with you. I just want to sleep with you. I just want your body. I don't want to know you. I don't care about you. I don't care that you love your children, that you're widowed. Okay, because it says you should take care of the widows. If you don't care about those things, then stay away from women who are well seasoned, who are growing and they age in seasoned. Good salt. Okay, they have a good personality, meaning their character and who they are, their feminine nature inside and out correlates. It goes together. It matches. Okay? If you don't want that, stay away from those people that do. To get on a platform that is not even the type of man I would be with, shouldn't be here. As you may see, I don't have earrings on. Don't have my nails done right now. But I'm elegant, period. Plain and simple, classy. That's what you're going to find if you meet me. You meet me, I may be a talker at times on certain subjects, but I'm speaking from understanding, speaking from experience. And I've seen it all. Whether it's in my life or someone else's. I teach, I inspire people in other areas like they inspire me. I'm going based on what I've seen, what I know to be true, what works, what doesn't work. You cannot tell me because you haven't lived my life. I know what works. I know what works in a relationship. I know how to have a healthy relationship, and a long one at that. I've had grandparents that were married over 35 years. I don't have to tell you that, but I am. So, what I am telling you is, if you want to live your truth, but do not get on here and dog and browbeat and be bitter towards every woman, whether she's a queen or she's not, whether she has those good qualities or not, whatever you think, just deal with the women that are being a certain way. Just like I was speaking to men being bullies. I wasn't saying all men. Excuse me for a moment. I was talking about the bullying type men. And these are men I would never think to even go out with. Whether you think you'd go out with me or not doesn't matter to me. I'm fine where I live. I'm fine with what I'm doing. I know what's going on with me. So I don't need you to express how or what kind of old woman I am or whatever, because that does not affect me at all. At all. Left and the right side does not affect me. It doesn't hinder, it doesn't change. I know spiritually who I am. I know the level I'm going to. I know my growth. I know my weaknesses. I know my strengths. And I know what I'm called to be the best of. So, that being said, I'm going to end here. I went way over the minutes. Just understand, I'm not going to answer. I'm not even going to respond to any more questions or comments. If you're that naive to think that a woman seasoned and a woman that's lived to the age that I am, that I'm worried about hitting a wall, like in my last video I explained, or worried about what some of you boys who are, 25, 32, something like that, think, you're mistaken. You guys have your situations too. You come from divorces. You come from women cheating or you cheating on them. You come from having children and not being honest with a woman. No woman has to tell you if she has children unless she's committed to you. You go on one date, you want to know who they know and what they're from and what goes on. No, look at her character. Look at how she is when she's dining with you. Look at how she is when you guys speak or go on a walk. But don't come with the 20 questions whether she's going to give it up every night or she's going to do this every night. No. If you don't love yourself enough to respect and love someone else you're with, then that person will not do the same for you. And they will not be able to respect you enough to give you what you're asking. So I was talking specifically to those Boys who act foolish and curse and talk all loud and abrupt and they're bitter and they talk down against every woman. That's chauvinistic. That's an ass. It's disrespectful and it's not wanted. Not with the women that are healthy, feminine, secure in themselves, confident, and know what they're here for. I'm out. End of story. The last time I'm saying it. Bye.